Good morning. So it's about just gone 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, and I was rudely awoken this morning by this. And this was the culprit for waking me up. This is the gas alarm. Now thankfully you can see that it is now showing 0% gas. But the alarm was going off and it was showing 5 or 6% gas. So the first thing I did was to disconnect the gas bottles, and it was still showing the gas leak, and the culprit was this, a can of spray glue which has rotted. In fact, you can still hear it hissing here, and it's sprayed glue all over the box here, and this was the issue, which just goes to show why you must keep all aerosols and gas canisters, etc., in a lockable box that's vented to the outside of the boat. This was under my sink, and if it had exploded, I have no idea whether these things can. It would have caused devastation, but thankfully the gas alarm this morning alerted me to the problem, and yep, just goes to show the importance of having all the safety appliances on board. So after this morning's gas alarm issue, I thought I'd take a moment just to show you some of the safety features that I've got on board with regards to the gas system. So you've already seen the gas alarm, and that will set off the minute there's any detection in the rise in gas, whether it's from an aerosol, as we saw this morning, or from the Calagas system. But I want to show you something else which is really important, and this is a bubble tester. Now, if you're not familiar with one of those, if you're a boater, probably the next time you do your boat safety certificate, they'll probably ask you to fit one of these, because it seems to be becoming the standard, and it's great because a simple test will tell you whether or not you have a gas leak and if your gas system is safe. So I tend to do this every time I reconnect my gas bottles, and obviously this morning the first thing I did was disconnect the gas bottles as soon as the alarm sounded. So let's reconnect them and show you how this works. So my gas bottles are stored in a lockable box. This is actually the step into the boat, and this is the gas locker. So all boats will have to have a gas locker if the gas cylinders are kept inside the boat. And these are the two bottles. That's the current one, and that's the spare there. You'll notice that I also keep camping gas canisters in here as well. These are just there as a backup, but basically anything that's gas should be kept in these lockers. Now, you can't see this down here, but just down here is a small vent which goes through the hull of the boat, just below this wooden batten here. You might be able to see that there. There you go, you can see the pipe. Okay. And what that does is it takes any leaking gas out through the side of the boat, so it disperses outside and not inside the boat. Okay, so we've got the gas regulator here, and this is the bubble tester. Now these, you can buy these, they range from about £40 to about £80 depending on the model. This one's about £60 off Amazon. And what we have here is a little vial of liquid, and if there's a leak in the system, when you push this button, you'll see bubbles appearing in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is just reconnect the system like this. Ensure that's on. Switch on the gas. And according to my boat safety examiner, the way to do this is to push down this button for 2 minutes. You're allowed a maximum of 3 bubbles. Anything more than 3 bubbles means your system's not safe. And really, in an ideal scenario, you want no bubbles, because you want a very sound gas system. So we're going to do a quick 2-minute test and see what happens here. So let's push down the button and keep it held down. And that is 2 minutes, so that means that the system is sound, there's no leaks at all. So we can pop the top back onto our gas locker. And there we go. That is the gas safety system.